Hi everyone, my name is Lee.
My name is Shirley, but remember to share online.
My name is Lee Wei Wen, 278377.
My name is Chaka Singh. My matric number is 2788669.
Alright, my name is Lee Ji and my case number is 279549.
Alright, good day everyone and good morning. So, first of all, I would like to ask, how was your weekend? Anything interesting? So, personally, my weekend was nothing really much. It was great. It's just that it's pretty busy with assignments. I have not really gotten a chance to get out from my room and stuff. I was just busy doing my work.
For me, this was great to be honest because I have a lot of assignment to be done in the weekend, so I don't must have been hard.
Same here, I'm busy with a bunch of meetings other than my homework. What about you?
For me, my weekend was filled with assignments and new discovery as my friend and I embarked on a trip to Danang, Thailand. And we were drawn in by the area of this bustling border town, which is known for its vibrant market and lively atmosphere. When we first arrived, we straight into exploring into the local market, which is filled with a lot of authentic street food. Me and my friend and I was feel the excitement in the air and the energy of the crowd was outrageous. Yeah.
I just came back from Thailand too, and everything is good. And Thailand got many nice food, delicious food, tasty, especially the 7-Eleven food. But the weather is very hot. By the way, I have seen a lot of people who traveling around the Thailand wearing some nice outfit, nice clothes, and taking the nice picture everywhere. But another thing that surprised me is that the price of the clothes is very cheap, but with poor quality. So that's why I know why they have a lot of clothes to take some pictures.
Yeah, I read Thailand is one of the famous destinations for UM students, right? So, well, to begin with that, I think everyone is familiar with fast fashion. Do everyone know what is fast fashion? Like, do anyone want to give an example of the fast fashion brands? Like, I would say like H&M is one of the fast fashion brands. So I think one similarity is that they don't really produce those good quality clothes, and usually when you wear it, it's like you can only wear it for a few times. So that is why like fast fashion is one of the famous topics that people have been talking about like recently. And actually, do you know that it actually causes a lot of bad implications, like to the environment, and as well as it also involved in the allegations of low wages labor. For example, like it involved in sexual harassment, and employees are poorly paid. They were suppressed by the company to work overtime, and as well as the working environment is not ideal. It's very dangerous to be working in that kind of environment. So when we talk about the environment, it is actually the materials that used to produce all these clothes, the chemicals that will cause water pollutions as well as air pollutions. So, and another thing is that we all agree on that the fast fashion clothes are not sustainable for long-term use. So I think as for these discussions, we are going to discuss the solutions to reduce the dependency of the fast fashions, and it would be our goal to discuss on that. So, do you guys have any idea on the solutions?
I have an idea. I have and suggestion that promoting thrift shopping or garage sale will reduce our dependency on the fast fashion. The idea of thrift first emerged at the beginning of 19th centuries, where the charities and the religious organizations would collect the second-hand clothes and sell them to raise funds for certain purpose. So the thrift items are usually cherished by the previous owner, then it is in the good shape and still have enough life left to the new buyer. So you can buy the gently used, long-lasting product at a discount price from the thrift store shopping. So buying old instead of buying new will reduce the waste from disposing unwanted clothes, which can help to save the environment.
Yeah, alright. Okay, I think moving on, I would like to personally suggest that donating and repurpose would be the solutions to reduce the dependency of fast fashion. It is because our focus here is that, as I mentioned just now, the fast fashion industry actually produces a lot of textile wastage. The clothes are not sustainable for long-term use, so people just wear it for a few times and they throw it away. So instead of throwing it away, why not we donate it to the relevant parties? For example, organizations that collect the recyclable items, they might be able to collect these clothes and recreate a new appearance. And as for this point, to make this point more concrete, H&M is one of the mass retailers in the industry to practice this kind of practice. So they would actually ask their customer to donate their clothes in a bag by bag, and then they would reward their customer by giving them discount vouchers so that they are able to get 15% off for their next purchase.
I think that we can advocating renting clothes instead of buying the new clothes. Because I think that renting clothes we can extend the life cycle of the clothes and can reduce the need of the people to buy a new clothes frequently, and can reduce the consumption of the resources. And secondly, this can encourage the people to buy the high quality and durable clothes, because this kind of the clothes can become more suitable to rent, because it can more likely to multiple wear and washer. And lastly, renting clothes can give the people to try a different type of the wearing style, because the rental service will provide a variety type of the clothes, so you can try a different type of the outfit without to spend too much and reduce the waste.
So in my opinion, I suggest that selling pre-loved clothes can be the solution to reduce the dependency of fast fashion. This is because the pre-loved clothes have a big positive impact to the social and environment. So, this is because that pre-loved clothes can reduce the carbon emission and save a lot of resources of water and energy. They also can prevent old clothing from ending up in the landfill or incinerator. And we all know that the word pre-loved by meaning that is the item was loved by someone before it is being offered to sell in for the second-hand market, which means the condition of the pre-loved clothes is mostly in good condition. So consumer will wear their clothes only a few times before selling them to the second-hand market. We also can find great, well-preserved pre-loved clothes for much less than the listed price, which is good for the environment and also can save our pocket money as well. The buying and the selling of pre-loved clothes recently is also a trend. So it will giving an exponential growth all around the world. So we also can find affordable and stylish pieces in thrift store, resale shop, and also in online marketplace, for example, like Mudah.my and the Carousel website.
Do we have anything else to add on?
I would like to add one point. I suggest that we can review the clothes and other stuff we own as many times as possible before we discard. A Danish study in 2018 found out that the recycled bag from the supermarket should be used up to 37 times, and paper bag should be used 43 times, and the cotton bag that we use should use up to 7,100 times before we discard them. With proper use, our good quality clothes can last up to 15 years or even longer. For the clothes that we wear very often, it at least can last for 3 years. So I suggest that we should reuse our owning clothes as many times as possible, and by using that as many times as possible, we might realize that our current clothes already can meet our daily needs, which will reduce the necessary in getting new clothes.
I see, that's very informative. Yeah.
Do you have any point?
Yeah, from my perspective, the impact caused by the fast fashion problem can be reduced by buying better quality and durable clothes. Meanwhile, we have fast fashion, and we also have slow fashion. So we can choose from the clothes from slow fashion, which means sustainable. In terms of longevity, high quality clothes is typically made with better material and craftsmanship, and which means it will last longer. So this will reduce the need for people to constantly buy new clothes and directly minimize the waste. In the meantime, people should inspect the clothing for things like the fabric, the sewing style, and also the most important, the price, whether it's reasonable or not, before making purchase. And apart from that, we should take our time to do the research and consider our option before making purchase, to avoid buying on impulse or being swayed by the temporary trend. So next, buying high quality clothes tends to have a timeless design and aesthetic. Means that you can build on your adaptable outfit that maybe with classic pieces that go beyond seasons and trends. Then this will reduce the consume less fast fashion product. That's all from my point of view.
Alright, throughout this, I think we have 6 solutions here. Am I right?
Yes.
So the first one would be donate and repurpose. The second one would be sell pre-loved clothes. The third one would be advocate renting clothes instead of buying new clothes. The fourth one would be reuse the clothes as many times as possible. The fifth one would be buy better quality and durable clothes. And last would be thrift shopping. So I think when we come to this step, we should actually narrow down to 3 solutions to further on discuss on what are the goods or bads about these 3 solutions. So I think maybe we shall do a voting. Yeah. So whoever agree on donate and repurpose can raise up your hand.
I agree.
So we have one vote over here. And the second one will be sell pre-loved clothes. Alright, 1 vote. And third one will be advocate clothes instead of buying new clothes. I agree with that. So, okay, we have 4. 4 quotes. And the fourth one will be reuse the quotes as many times as possible. I vote on that as well, 2 votes. So the fifth one will be buy better quality and durable clothes. Okay, 2 votes as well. So the last one will be thrift shopping. I think from what I can see here is that thrift shopping and self-love is sort of like a duplication idea, but it's just a different name. Am I right? So further on, we can build up certain criteria to help us to actually find the best solutions of all. So I personally think that as for fast fashion, we should actually include sustainability. Do anyone know what is sustainability?
Yes. Sustainability means the ability to maintain the implemented solution for the long period of time.
Yeah, that's right. It's actually quite important to for sustainability to be implemented in this topic, as we wanna know if the clothes can actually last longer, or we wanna know if the program can actually last longer, or it's going to be a short period of time only. So, any idea on that?
I think can have the acceptability.
Okay.
So like how the people can accept in like a low, medium or high. Based on this.
Alright.
And I would like to add on one is the effectiveness, is the ability of the solution to resolve the environmental issues.
Yeah. So, okay, moving on. So, we will narrow down and find the best solutions to resolve the problem stated, to resolve the environmental issues. So, but before that, we need to discuss on the 3 solutions that we voted just now. They are donate and repurpose, advocating renting instead of buying new clothes, and the last one would be buy better quality and durable clothes. Alright. So I personally I think I would still insist with the point that I gave up just now, which is donate and repurpose would be the best solutions of all. Because when it comes to effectiveness, it is very effective to resolve the environmental issues, as we are able to recreate new apparels by using the donated clothes, the used clothes. The textile used won't go waste, as people won't be throwing it. Instead, the relevant party can actually recreate by using the recycled clothes. And these help to significantly reduce the production of textile. So in other words, it's more of like take out the clothes that you don't feel like wearing it already and donate it to the relevant party. As for this solution, it is very important that the retailers and the customer involved in this solution, in this practice, in order to make it work. So, anyone would like to?
From my perspective, I personally think that donate and repurpose might not be the good way, or might be the least convincing solution, because when the customer donate the used clothes back to the retailer, and as a reward, the retailer will give a discount voucher, like what Alex mentioned just now is 50% from H&M. to encourage them to donate the used clothes, but it's a part of their marketing strategy that they need to attract them to buy their fast fashion products. So in this case, the customer will still supporting fast fashion. So in my opinion, I suggest that buying high quality and durable clothes will be a better solution to reduce the dependency on fast fashion. This is due to the reason that buying high quality and durable clothes will reduce the needs on clothing replacement when your clothes can last for years. And higher quality clothes are termed as such is because of their high quality material they use and the manufacturing process. So the material will be less prone to tearing and the stitching are less likely to come apart from the clothes even to the extreme condition. Normally the material will be natural fibers like wools, cottons and silk, which requires higher price, which leads to high production costs. But it will be in line with the lifespan of the clothes, which is more durable compared to other clothing items. That's all from my part.
I agree with your opinion. I also think that buying high quality and durable clothes will be the best solution to reduce the dependency on fast fashion. This is because by choosing durable and high quality clothes, or aka slow fashion, you are also means to reduce the amount of producing chemical and waste being produced. And nowadays there are more and more high quality are committing to protecting the environment. And when you shop with a trusted brand like Lands' End, you can rest assured that you are buying product from a company which is committed to sustainability and protecting the earth. So there will be a high acceptance to purchase better quality and durable clothes because they will contribute to greater social acceptance. On the other hand, buying high quality and durable clothes is more sustainable as the clothing are made of high quality products. So the lifetime of the clothes will be extended. Besides that, the top quality of apparel items also have the advantage of not necessary to be washed every time you wear. Because the quality of the fabric and the design will keep the clothing looking fresh and fabulous. So you are not longer to wash and dry your clothes you love as often. That's all from me.
Sorry for interrupting. Although I'm the one who suggests the solution for best quality and durable clothes, but I have changing my mind. I don't think buy better quality and durable clothes will be the best solution in reducing dependency of fast fashion, since the emergence of fast fashion is due to the people who cannot afford to buying high quality clothes with normally buying with high price, so they tend to get low quality clothes at a cheaper price. So while I have a different standpoint, I believe that advocating renting clothes instead of buying new clothes will be the best solution to resolve the impact of fast fashion. Advocating renting clothes can significantly reduce the fashion industry's environmental impact. So from the aspect of effectiveness, renting clothes can reduce the amount of textile waste that generated by the consumer who would otherwise dispose of clothes after a few uses. So besides that, in addition, renting clothes will encourage people to reduce their demand from buying low quality clothes. therefore, what will the result is? The result will less fast fashion product will be produced. Next, renting clothes can also influence consumer behavior, like by inspiring people from make more thoughtful clothing option decision before making decision. It means before making purchase. Next, long-term consumer behavior will be result from this. Then this will reduce This will reduce the fast fashion product to be less consumed. Let's get an example. Nowadays we have many social medias like Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok. They have many short videos that people dance with K-pop song. So people who dance with K-pop song will desire to get the similar outfit as their idol. So what they do, they will, because of the performance only, they will rent the clothes from the shop, and after complete the performance, they will hand it back to the shop. That's all.
Yeah, I don't agree with the Alex and Dennis and Jimmy point, because the solution that they given not be suitable, as it require effort and initiative from the both party. And besides that, I think that there is not a specific measurement from the high quality clothes. So I will stand my point that I agree with the person that allocating the renting clothes instead of buying a new clothes is the best solution. It's because like now it becomes more acceptable. The renting clothes can give you more variety in everyday outfit. You can experience different style and designer brands. And nowadays, the renting clothes have widely recognized and globally as a sustainable fashion consumption method. So, for example, you can see the many cities have a rental platform or the clothing rental service such as the Urban Outfitter and Rent the Runway. This kind of the platform, they will provide the prioritize the brand, the good quality clothes, and they have a transparent good pricing strategy, and they have a flexible rental plan, so it can make it easier for the people to rent the clothes and have enjoy more choice. On the other hand, the sustainability allocating the renting clothes instead of buying new clothes as a solution to the fast fashion can maximize the use of the clothes. So because when this becomes a rental service, most of the rental they will choose like the more high quality clothes, so and durable. So the clothes can keep it long time and can rent for the more people, because it will carefully maintained to ensure they are in good condition. So for example, if you want to attempt to wedding and you need a fashion dress, but if you buy a new one, you only need to wear once or twice, like that. So why not you go the rental the dress from the rental platform, then after that you return, they can still rent to other people, so can maximize the view of the dress, so no will cause the waste and can decrease the fashion industry consumption and waste.
Alright, I think after hearing both you, Shirley and Percy, I think that the advocating renting instead of buying new clothes, it would be the best solution as of now, because how to think of that? The acceptability of this solution is quite high. Generally, I can see that this practice has been socially accepted and it sort of happened around me as well. As my mom is someone who loves wearing designer brands, for example like Chanel, to special occasions. But however, she doesn't really know how to take care of these expensive pieces. So why not we just why not we just rent it and then let the rental service do their work on cleaning it up and taking care of the hygiene. And you don't really have to spend a lump sum of money to buy expensive pieces. So in this way, the retailers would produce less fast fashion pieces as the demand will be reduced. So come to think of that, I think we have 3 votes over here for the advocating renting services. So I think we shall conclude that advocating renting clothes instead of buying new clothes is the solution to reduce the dependency of fast fashion.
Sorry to interrupt, I also vote for this.
Oh, alright.
As I believe it will be the trend to replace fast fashion.
Alright. So I think throughout this discussion we can conclude that the best solution is renting the rental service. As weighing between the disadvantage and advantage, it has more advantages as compared to the disadvantages. So by encouraging this practice, it can significantly reduce the wastage of textile and it helps to save the environment, the main point of this topic. Furthermore, by practicing this, people will not solely depend on buying new clothes when they need it. They would think of renting it at a cheaper price when they need a specific outfit for a specific occasion. Also, they are able to try out designer brands. I think that's all from us.